Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. And wow, who's out there paying attention today on Twitter? I mean, Twitter world is on fire at the moment. It's pretty interesting, pretty exciting to see what's going to happen with this. And John Deaton and a few others are posting a lot of interesting, exciting information right now. For those of you who are on Twitter all day seeing what's happening, it's getting interesting. We know that, Jay Clayton on his way out tossed a little lawsuit towards Ripple, kind of made a mess, really financially injured retail investors who they're, end quote, supposed to protect. And it's literally been the exact opposite. And then they're kind of walking away from all of this unaffected because everything they say is just an opinion. But they're holding up the law from that same exact opinion, hurting retail investors again. But having said that, going back into everything I'm reading on Twitter tonight with all the lawsuit, it's kind of interesting to see how this plays out. And I think this is going to backfire on them very shortly, very soon. Worse than they ever expected. Put it this way, I think they didn't expect it to go the way I believe it's going to go, especially with the courage and the, braveness, let's call it, of Ripple. I love the confidence moving forward, as Brad has always said, and the Ripple guys always said. Basically, we're not going to settle because they're going to win. And it's very clear today. They're going to win, as some people say, very bigly. And I think it's going to be amazing. And I think that literally, I believe it's going to send XRP through the roof when that happens, because it's going to be almost like a celebratory FOMO, and it's going to be crazy. And I believe at the same time, there will be relisting everywhere. And we've already shown how that's already begun. But getting back, didn't mean to ramble so much, but man, it's like my mind is just speeding around, just thinking of all of the conversations happening right now. And again, if you've been on Twitter today, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. With, dates are coming out now where they're basically questioning the SEC. What do they know? When do they know? Type thing. And did they invest in these assets during these dates? And as they often say, follow the money. And I believe this is going to get exposed like they had no idea that it was when they started it. Moving on from that, the Flare Network had an article with Ledger Nano X and Ledger Nano S, and it's basically how to connect your Ledger hardware wallet to the Songbird network. So if you're interested in the airdrop and everything that's going on, this link is going to be available in the description below. So just click on that link. And, we're a big fan of Ledger Nano X and S here. As we often say, if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. If you're leaving it on the exchange, it's much safer now than it used to be, but it's still much safer in a wallet or in cold storage. And again, I'm a fan of, even though the fees can be high, I've gone through, the past few years, even Coinbase directly, where, account was, trying to be hacked, but Coinbase stopped that and protected the account. And I was, from then on, the past few years, very confident in them. Having said that, there's even a link in the description below if you're interested for the Nano Ledger. It is my favorite. I always say, fill it up, put it in your bank vault, and kind of forget about it, just like you would, buying silver, gold, whatever. You buy it, put it in the bank vault, literally, and you can go down to your bank whenever, as a long-term investor, whenever you're ready to exit and plan your exit strategy and stick to it. That's where I'm at. But I'm not one of the traders. And never was not even 1% tempted into that. And just long term, let's hold it and forget about it. Either which way, guys, As always, I am a fan of Ledger. I think they've done great work. And the Flare network, here's everything you need to know if you're wanting to connect your hardware wallet to the Songbird network. Also, too, I wanted to discuss this article. Remember Akon City, how much the crypto-powered metropolis has progressed in a year. I don't know if you saw the video we did the past week or so, where Akon mentions Akon is actually coming soon to the USA, coming to America. And that was a great movie as well. But I think that's going to be very exciting as well. And I think that will help boost that asset, also. And here we're a fan of Akon's Akon because, again, it's built on Stellar. Let's get into a couple comments here. Jules Theamain, a local who works in the tourism industry, told the AFP news agency they laid the foundation stone with a lot of speeches and promises compared to everything that was announced, and I don't think we have seen much yet. What is shared in the village at the moment is the beginning of disappointment. And having said that, what I think is going on, I mean, the whole world is kind of shut down right now. I still think the city will have a chance to do something amazing. But again, we often share both sides of the coin, so to speak, here on this channel. We're not maximalists in anything, but we are investors looking out for other investors and in their investments. And we try to share as much news as we can. We don't go too thin so that you can stay focused on what's really happening with our, obviously our favorites here on this channel. But we do discuss, probably like 8 to 10 different assets. And of course, I'll always get into XRP, XLM, XDC, and VET. Obviously, our top 4 favorites, along with everything else. Another thing, too, going back into that discussion, I think once all of the, the global shutdowns and stuff kind of start heading back to normal, I guess, probably going to be a little bit more of a bumpier ride before that happens. But I believe once they start going back to normal, I think, those who had a little bit of doubt in this city will see that start to turn around. And then I believe those people who are attacking this or disappointed in it, I think will become some of their biggest fans. Also, too, Paydek expands footprint into Latin America and Africa through RippleNet. And on-demand work has created new financial opportunities, benefiting both individuals and local economies. So in just 2 short years, the industry is expected to become a $455 billion USD market, as freelancers and independent contractors reap the benefits of a flexible schedule and remote work. However, getting paid in a timely manner is still a challenge for freelance workers, and legacy payment systems are not adept to meet the demands of our modern and on-demand world, leaving workers unpaid for several days before receiving a paycheck. And again, as you know, especially if you're an XRP investor, that is something that XRP can move very quickly, and not just a payment as the old legacy system. It's a clear and clean settlement, on the 3 to 5 second mark, up there with XDC and XLM. But again, I believe each of those having their different focus, and I think it's going to be life-changing and a big move for the financial industry once we have this clarity, and it just seems like it's coming very fast, and it would probably come very soon. But the UK-based payments company Paydek turned to Ripple to help solve these problems faced by their customers, who are website designers, independent contractors, and payroll companies. Now they're doing that to deliver reliable, real-time cross-border payments into new markets through RippleNet. And guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And as always, before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought. Remember, the comeback is always greater than the setback. Much love to Surfmeister, our VIP on Patreon, and to each and every one of you. We will catch you in the next one.